Housemates, once out of the house, you will all have to face challenging questions from the public and media. Big Brother understands that answering these questions can be hard. Therefore, Big Brother has brought in 2 of your ex-housemates to advise you on how to face these taxing questions with skill and self-assurance. Housemates will be called to the press stand one at a time, where they will each be asked questions written by the public. Housemates must respond to the questions one at a time. After you have provided a full and frank answer to the first question, the ex-housemates will then give advice on how each housemate could have improved their responses.
Housemates, to help you deal with tricky questions from the press and public, welcome back 2 of your headline-hitting housemates, Danielle and Zoe.
Oh, wow!
Yay!
Christopher, what are your true feelings towards Mark? Are you going to see him once you've left the house?
It's a really tough one. It's a really tough one. I really like Mark, but if truth be told, I never really knew where I stood with Mark. I never really knew if we were on the same page. I spent weeks wondering if we both wanted the same thing. Often one day Mark and I would say, we're gonna, after Big Brother, maybe just start off as friends when we come out of here and get a flat together. Then the next day he would say, no, I'm going back to Liverpool. Things which didn't even concern me and Mark we were squabbling about. Rows which affected other housemates we squabbled about because we were very different as well. I think we thought we want each other to understand. We want to understand one another, and we can never never got quite there because we're both so headstrong. But bottom line is, I think I just have to wait and see him on Friday and talk things over then, because I really have no idea.
So obviously that's quite a personal subject to you, and you know, when you're asked such personal subjects by journalists, you've got to be very careful in what you want to give out. I think with long-winded responses such as that, they can pick up on a lot of different things, and it can be turned into something that you don't necessarily want it to come out as. So it's always better to maybe say, make a laugh and say, oh, I don't know, have to see when I see him, we'll go out for dinner or something. Always keep it short and concise. Don't feel you need to over-justify yourself, especially with journalists, because they'll take certain bits of what you've said and then they'll paraphrase it, and then it'll be turned into something else.
Pat, why have you aligned yourself with Helen and Ash when they were instrumental in ostracising you from the group?
Initially, I did feel that Ash did ostracise me from the group. I struggled with it initially, but over time I've got to know them more and more, and I've gone past what happened in the first 2 weeks because I struggled with it. I didn't behave how I necessarily should have. So I felt that I was going to put what's happened in the past and look at today, and at that present time when I wanted to make a conscious decision to get to know them better, I didn't want to look at what had happened. I wanted to move forward. So I tried to do everything I could to get to know them better so I could understand them. What's happened as a result of that is maybe they did ostracise me, maybe they didn't. I'll have to speak to them about that. But it's allowed me to get closer and create some really good friends in the house.
I actually thought you did really well. I thought your eye contact was great, you were direct, you answered honestly, I felt, and yeah, you flipped that into a positive, and I think that's always a really good thing to do, because sometimes I want to focus on negatives and you flipped it around for yourself, so I thought that was really good. Helen,
are there any current or former housemates who you plan to apologise to when you leave the house?
I'd apologise to Zoe for being probably over-sceptical about her coming in when I don't think we had anything to worry about. No, everyone else I genuinely probably just didn't like and don't deserve an apology. I don't know, is there anyone I've argued with most of the house, so sorry guys. So yeah, that's it. I don't think everyone else can get stuffed.
Obviously that's a very personal question to you, and if that's how you genuinely feel, then that's your prerogative. You might get people that will be for that, and you might get a lot of people that are against that, depending on your public image. But I think with those types of questions, you should always handle them with as much dignity and decorum as possible.
I'm not a lady, so I don't do that.
Well, when you're handling interviews, you should always act that way, to be honest.
Cheers.
On a plus, you were honest.
Yeah.
That was honest. I was being really honest. I'm just trying to think if I've missed anyone out, but I don't think I have.